Joining me right now is the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee and Texas Congressman Kevin Brady. Congressman, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Maria. Thanks for having me.
So the American Health Care Act now headed to the House Rules Committee. What are you expecting? I mean, were you expecting this kind of pushback?
Yeah, well, look, this is our best opportunity in 7 years to deliver on this promise to repeal, begin, restore state control. Look, we have great ideas from every member of our conference, frankly. We're listening to those ideas, but I think the strong vote in Ways and Means and Commerce and Energy, the budget as well, in my view, was a strong one. So next week, we bring this to the floor, and I'm confident, as President Trump tweeted out last night, we're making very good progress here. At the end of the day, we're going to come together and deliver this bill to the Senate.
So what if it doesn't happen, though, Congressman? There's so much riding on this. You know that. The American people know that. The markets know that, with the 15% rally since Election Day. What's Plan B if this plan doesn't fly?
It will fly, and here's why. Look, we know that restoring control back to states and individuals can lower health care in a major way for people. We also know Obamacare is a sinking ship. It's going to take a lot of good Americans with it. So we know we have to act now to create this transition, to give people these choices. And we also know this. We need to finish health care right so that we can pass the budget, clear the decks for tax reform. Because I can tell you this, while the attention's on health care, we are running a parallel track on tax reform. We're going full steam ahead for tax reform this year. And in the Ways and Means Committee, my goal is to bring it out of the committee this spring.
Yeah, I mean, I think you make a lot of good points in terms of Obamacare, and you have been putting a timeline in place so that people understand you are working side by side in terms of tax reform.
Yeah.
But why did you have to do health care first? I mean, a lot of people are still scratching their heads over this, Congressman, because we all know the way Donald Trump campaigned, tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts. We know what the market is looking for, that rollback in regulation and lower corporate taxes. Why couldn't you just do tax reform first, lower taxes, and then move on to Obamacare?
Well, look, President Trump uniquely is following through on his campaign promises, and so are Republicans. Clearly, Obamacare is in the deepest trouble of all these issues, and so the president and Republicans want to act quickly on this, and we will. Think about it. We're only about 2 months into this presidency. We're very close to already moving this out of the House and giving it to the Senate. So I think the timetable has been, despite sort of a lot of the attention to the legislative process, which is never an easy one. The truth is we're moving pretty quickly on this and really clearing the decks for tax reform.
What has been the biggest fight, Congressman? I mean, we talk every day in terms of what the pushback is from the conservatives in the party, and obviously it is they're looking at the Medicaid as an expansion and a giveaway. But what really do you think is the most important fight that you have to battle right now?
I think the biggest fight is that we all want to do more on the replacement side of this. We want all the market reforms now. We want state control and the free market now. But Obamacare is a huge law. It can't just be pulled up by its roots with one bill. So we want to do as much as we can. A lot of the discussion is how much can we do right now? How much do we have to rely on the Trump administration? What more do we need to do later this year to really pull this up and restore that free market? And so I think it's as much a battle of strategy as ideas. But at the end of the day, I'm just telling you, we're going to get this bill passed. We're going to get it signed into law in a very positive way, and then we're going to clear the decks.